Hello everybody, welcome back to Learning Biology. This is video 7.2 and part 2. Okay, 第二部分啦。And I'm sorry about the last video because it's quite long, like 30 minutes. Alright, but I hope that after I talk more detailed here, I can spend less time talking about this in class. 得唔得? So in this video, we're mainly focusing about the appendicular skeleton. Okay, 自己讀啦 appendicular skeleton. So when we talk about this skeleton, it can be divided into two parts. 主要嚟講係兩個部分啦。One of them, is called the limb bones. 就係一個嘅肢。Mainly talk about our arms and legs. Okay, 係肢啦，中文就係肢啦。Alright, and then the next one is the girdles. Girdles 就係指一啲嘅帶啦。Okay, 帶 just like the belts. Alright. So let's talk about them one by one. So when we talk about the limb bones, they are mainly the arms and the legs. I keep on repeating it. And it mainly allows movements. 係用嚟活動嘅啫，喐動嘅。And the girdles, as I said, they're usually the broader ones. And because it is usually also flatter, 係平啲嘅，得唔得? Okay, so the pectoral girdle, they form the shoulders. Okay, 咁就會係上邊呢個部分啦，我哋叫 pectoral. And then the next one 我哋就會講 the hip 嘅話啦，我哋嘅臀部啦就會係 formed by 呢個 pelvic girdle. Alright, so as I said in the previous video, why are they broader? 點解佢哋會平啲啊？點解佢哋會闊啲嘅？ They're mainly for attachments. 主要係 attach 一啲嘢嘅。咁你就會見到啦，我哋嘅 pectoral girdle 就係 attach arms to 一個嘅 actual skeleton 啦。而我哋嘅一個 pelvic girdle 咧，就會 attach 我哋嘅 legs to 一個嘅 actual skeleton 嘅 ，mainly for attachments. OK， 咁當然啦 ，as you can see here， 我哋嘅 bow shape 呢個 pelvic girdle，OK， 呢個 pelvic girdle 咧亦都會 give some protection 嘅，包括 protecting 我哋嘅 reproductive organs 啦，例如係我哋嘅一個 uterus 啦 for female 啦，得唔得 ？And 包括我哋嘅urinary system 啦，包括我哋嘅一個嘅bladder 就係我哋嘅膀胱啦，同埋啦我哋嘅 lower part of the guts。OK，guts 呢度唔係解中文嘅膽 ，guts is another word for 一個嘅digestive system， 我哋嘅消化道啦，或者 digestive canals， 得唔得 ？So what does it mean by lower part of the guts? So for example， 我哋嘅ileum 啦，我哋嘅小腸啦，我哋嘅large intestine 啦 ，part of the large intestine， 同埋我哋嘅 rectum， 我哋嘅直腸啦。Okay, so that's like the last part before you carry out egestion. Okay, 最後一個部分啦，喺 before you go to washroom 之前，得唔得 ？So those parts will also be protected by this pelvic girdle. Alright. So let's make better use of this part and read the words again. Okay. 咁我哋就會講到啦 pectoral girdle。Okay, and you can see these two bones over here. 第一個我哋會叫 collarbone 啦，鎖骨 ，and this one shoulder bone. I'm not very sure if that is correct in Chinese， 但係就係肩胛骨啦。And you can see the thickest bone is called the humerus， 自己就讀啦 ，humerus。Closer to the thumb， 近我哋拇指啦，就會叫 radius。Further away from the thumb 就叫 ulna。And then for the pelvic girdle 啦，主要有我哋嘅 hip bone。OK， 然後啦 largest bone 就會叫 femur， 然後啦 closer to the thumb 我哋就會叫 tibia。Further away from the thumb 就會叫做 fibula。Alright， 好，冇問題嘅話咧 ，let's move on. So this one is like a common knowledge again. Like we have learned about this since we are in primary school, and we also learn about this in SSC, secondary sexual characteristics. 得唔得？ So we're comparing the male and female pelvic girdles. Okay, so here are some adjectives which you may want to remember. 就我哋會講啦，其實 female 嘅話啦，佢哋嘅 pelvic girdles are wider 係會闊啲嘅，同埋 shallower 係會淺少少嘅，得唔得？淺少少嘅。好啦 ，so why is this? Why does it happen to be like this? 點解會發生呢樣嘢咧 ？So and there are two other differences， 有另外兩個 difference 嘅。 One of them， 自己唔該幫我揀一揀低呢啲字啊 ，help me underline this word. So aperture 自己度讀啦 ，aperture you can use another word. It's called space. 總之係一個大啲嘅空間嘅。Okay, so of course, when there is this larger space, your angle between the pelvic bones， 即係代表係兩嚿骨之間啦，呢個角度啦，呢個嘅空間啦，亦都會大咗嘅。Okay, so all these three things are the feature 佢哋嘅特性啦 about the female's pelvic girdles. Alright， 好啦，然之後咯 ，there is this question: why does female have these structures? Why these features? 點解會有呢啲嘅特性咧？ Okay, so I hope that you can answer me directly, and the reason is because female needs to labor. Okay, so labor in Chinese means 分娩啦。Okay, so they need to give birth to babies. Alright, so therefore they need to expand their hip. Okay, 佢要去整闊啲個 hip 啦 ，so that the baby can pass through the vagina and be given birth. Okay, more easily， 咁就容易啲啦 ，to give birth to the baby. Alright， 好啦，然後咯 ，the next part of this the next part is also talking about the function, and if you look more carefully, you'll find that they are quite similar to what we have learned. 咁同我哋前邊講嘅部分咧，其實好相似嘅。Alright, so when we talk about the function, first one, yeah, provide support for. Okay, support our body weight. Okay, so of course, please put a star over here again. The functions are always quite important. 得唔得？經常性都幾重要嘅。Alright, so first one 就 support 我哋嘅 body weight 啦。And as you can see, 我哋嘅 skeleton muscle will work together， 然後啦 to allow 我哋嘅 body 啦去 stand upright 嘅，佢會 give shape、give support 啦，得唔得？ And the next one 佢會 allow your movements 啦，例如啦佢會 provide service for muscle attachments， 而呢個 muscle 啦 again and bones 就會 work together to bring movements， 就會帶嚟呢啲嘅移動，帶嚟我哋身體嘅一啲活動啦。And then the third one 就會講到呢個嘅 protect organs 啦，尤其 internal organs 啦。For example 啦，例如我哋嘅 skull 就 protect 我哋嘅 brain 啊、eyes 啊、ears 啦。OK， 而我哋嘅 vertebral column 會 protect 我哋嘅 spinal cord 啦。rib cage 就 protect 我哋嘅 lungs 同埋 heart 啦。OK， but these three things we have mentioned it over and over again. Provide support, allow movement， 因為係一個 muscle attachment， 最尾 protect organs. But these two, we have mentioned it quite not frequently， 咁就冇咁經常去講嘅。Please also pay extra attention here。其中一個啦，我哋就會講 produce blood cells。So it's like most bones， 大部分嘅 bones 啦 contain 一個嘅they're large enough to have 一個嘅 spongy bones， 得唔得？會有一個疏質骨嘅。And these spongy bones, you'll be able to find the red bone marrow. Red bone marrow. 而 red bone marrow 嘅 function 就係 produce 呢啲嘅 blood cells 啦。Blood cells 當然啦 ，not only including RBC， 唔係淨係得 red blood cell 嘅，仲會有 white blood cell 啊、blood platelets 啊、血小板咁樣嘅。Alright? And then the last one 就係我哋嘅 bones 啦，其實 mainly for us to store minerals. OK？ 記住 ，remember it's not to produce minerals， 佢唔係產生、生產、製造呢啲嘅礦物質。OK， it is to store the minerals and lipids。OK， 記得啦。OK， so for example, the two minerals will be calcium and phosphate because phosphorus。OK， phosphorus 係個磷啊，中文寫就磷啦。OK， 石字邊加個鄰居嘅鄰啦。Alright， so by itself 我哋就會叫做 phosphorus， 咁去到嗰個嘅 symbol 啦，就係 P 嚟嘅 phosphorus， 我哋會叫 P。Okay, but if your memory is good, if you remember calcium phosphate, when we talk about phosphate, it is called PO4 and then 3 minus, right? 你會見到呢樣嘢嘅。So phosphate is actually an ion already， 其實佢已經係一個嘅離子嚟㗎啦。Alright, so last part 就會講到一個嘅 yellow bone marrow 啦。So the yellow bone marrow you can be able to find, which we'll be able to find in 一個嘅compact bones， 咁就會係 喺嗰個物質骨嗰度揾得到㗎啦 ，and it mainly stores lipids. Okay? So that is the end of this video, likely. Alright, so please revise these parts about the function extra carefully. If you're better, if you're more capable, then please also remember the structures, the names of different bones. 得唔得 ？OK， 唔同嘅骨，唔同嘅部分啦嘅名啦，得唔得 ？OK， so because I'm going to skip this part likely in class, 得唔得 ？Alright, so if there is no question, the 5-second rules, OK, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's continue. OK， 咁你見到啦 ，so the following 3 questions, please refer to this diagram. OK, so PQRST, just like what I've taught you, 我之前教過你㗎啦，你應該即刻答到我就係 what are the names of these PQRST? Alright, so make sure you keep a good habit. Alright, okay, so P is easy, P is the skull. Okay, and then Q is also easy. Q will be our rib cage. R is the humerus. Okay, and then S is also quite easy. It's called the spinal cord, right? No, the answer is not spinal cord. It's called vertebral column. And then T, this one is actually a part of the girdle. Which part of the girdle? 係邊一個帶嚟㗎? So is it pectoral girdle or pelvic girdle? The answer is pelvic girdle. Okay? 好啦, so after marking these down, you are more able to answer these questions. Okay, 就會好簡單咯。So let's look at it. 睇一睇咯。So it's asking you which structure 係一個嘅 axial skeleton. 咁我哋望一望返啦。Axial skeleton 即係主軸嘅骨啦。So skull, yes. Rib cage, yes. Humerus, no. Vertebral column, yes. Pelvic girdle, no. Okay, 所以你見到答案啦，應該 P, Q, and S. The answer is C. And then let's continue. 我想掹落嚟先。Move this. Yes. Okay, so I'll move it here. So and then the next part, sorry about that. 好啦，佢哋話咯 which structure would protect the central nervous system? So central nervous system, this one is asking about the chapter 16. Central nervous system, we are learning about 2 parts. One of them is our brain, and the other one is the spinal cord. Okay, 淨係得 brain and spinal cord 嘅啫。Alright, so skull, the answer is yes. Rib cage, no. Okay, so Q is wrong. Okay, and then humerus, definitely no lah. Vertebral column, yes, because it protects the spinal cord. Pelvic girdle, also no. So the answer is B, P and S. Okay, and then the last one, 我唔易睇低啦。Which of following are the function of Q? Q 咩嚟㗎? Q 係 rib cage. Alright, so that's enough. So rib cage, which of the following functions are true? 第一樣嘢 store mineral. Okay, so all bones store minerals. That is correct. Okay, 所有嘅 bone 都會 store mineral, and the minerals are calcium and phosphorus. Alright, 好啦 protect organs, 尤其 internal organs 啦，包括我哋嘅 lungs, 包括我哋嘅 hearts. The answer is correct. Bring about ventilation. So ventilation is a word we learned in chapter 7. Okay, 係我哋嘅呼吸啦。Okay, so 包括 inhalation and exhalation. Okay, just in case you want to write it down, inhalation and exhalation. Okay, 我哋嘅吸氣同埋排氣啦。That is the ventilation. And as I've explained earlier above, 關乎到我哋嘅一個嘅 thoracic cavity 事嘅啦。So the answer is of course also yes. So the answer therefore is D. Okay, so that's the end of this section, and that is the end of this video. Okay, so as you can see, 17.1, 17.2 mainly ask you to remember things. 等主要去記一記嘢嘅。Alright, so starting from 17.3 and 4, there are more things you need to think about. Okay, so I would say that there is only one more important concept. 就只會得返一個最主要嘅 concept 嘅啫。If you are able to understand the concept, it won't be difficult for you. Okay, so that's all for this video, and I'll see you in 17.3. Bye bye.